Okay, I got Acebeam's new L17 flashlight here in front of me, and we're going to be testing it out tonight, doing some real good beam shots of it, just see what this thing is capable of. Now, this is an ultra long throw, if you don't already know. Small form factor flashlight. They rate this as the longest, farthest throwing single 18650 battery flashlight on the market. This is running an Osram emitter. You see these TIR optics that it has, and it helps direct that beam, punch it out real far. And if you're familiar with the E10, look at here, identical, except this doesn't throw near as far. That's a cool light in itself. This one has the white Osram emitter out to supposedly 802 meters, and now I tested it already. I did not get 802, but I came close. Now, one thing is, my other Lux meter went to heck. It doesn't work anymore, so I resorted to my old pile. I've had that forever. I ordered another one. I want to test them out, but I'm pretty sure the pile is fairly accurate, even though it's old. And that was, like I said, to 802. All right, that didn't quite reach 802. You'll see when I do the test. But as far as what you get with this light, it doesn't come with a supplied 18650 battery, although I am going to run it with a 3100 milliamp Acebeam, but it does come with a decent case, double nylon webbing in the back, which I really like there, and even with that bezel on, it does fit pretty decent in there, actually, good tight fit. And I normally run with these bezels off, but watch when you take this off. That's aluminum. Your belt clip, I don't think it stays on. Pops right off. So if you want to run with the bezel, with the belt clip, you have to have the bezel on. Clip only goes one way. There's a little lock down in there, which now I got that clip in. Bezel in. And it goes completely over that clip, and there's no way that clip can come back off. So that's good and bad. I mean, if you don't have the bezel, it falls right off. Good. You're never going to have that spring come off on this clip. And the other one, there is a little hole right here where you can hook your lanyard on. This does work surprisingly well for a one-handed operation. And the switch is totally, I guess, electronic switch. You can't even hear it click. Just touch it, and then go through the modes. You might as well do that quick. Hold it for half a second. You're in ultra low, and I don't even know how long that runs. It runs forever. You hold it again, you're into low, medium, and then high. And I think high you ran well over an hour. Actually, medium right here, which is a very good beam, runs for 6 hours and 45 minutes. Now on turbo, I only got about 3 minutes out of it, maybe a little more. If you double click, you're into turbo, and this thing is a rocket. Does have lockout function. I think if you hold it on for 3 seconds, it's going to flash. Now it's locked out. Nothing, no matter what you do, it won't go on. Then you got to hold it again for 5 seconds. This is a wicked, well-made flashlight. Very small. The size of a typical 18650. The head's just a little bit bigger. But you could literally still put this in a loose-fitting pants pockets in the back, or you just run your supplied belt clip. And it does come with O-rings and a lanyard. Your battery warning, Acebeam's great warranty, the user manual, belt clip. You have to get the battery. So what we're going to do is take this thing outside and get some real good beam shots. I think you'll be impressed with it. And eventually, I'm going to end up comparing this to the ThruNite Catapult V6, Acebeam's W10, because I'm seeing people writing on there that this is a LEP killer. I really don't think so, but we're going to compare it to that, them other two lights, and that'll be for a separate video. So let's get out and get rolling and try this thing out. Here we go. Our Lux meter is 4 meters away. I'm going to take this Acebeam L17, put it on turbo, shine it at it, and we're going to calculate the throw. Very tight beam. Okay, that was my calculation. That's what I got. 8,850 lux. divided by 4 meters squared, times 4 meters squared, divided by the brightness of the moon. 752 meters of throw. So I didn't quite reach 800, give or take a little, but that's pretty darn good for a little flashlight like that. Pretty awesome. So we'll get some beam shots done, and we're going to compare it to our Black & Decker Spotlight. Okay, I got a pretty decent storm coming, so we're going to have to hurry it up a little bit here. But this is that Stanley Fat Max, and I'm not going any close range. This is 92 meters away, and I really like this. This is a good 2,000 lumen spotlight from Walmart. Stanley Fat Max, it's hard to beat this thing. It's a bigger light. I want to compare it to the L17. Fat Max and the L17. The L17 outdoes it, I think. Oh yeah, it outdoes it. Fat Max is on the right, L17 is on the left. That little tiny flashlight. Pretty cool. You can see in the background, I got a storm brewing. That's why we got it hurt. Yeah, and I'm going to put it way up there over 300 meters away. And the wind's blowing like crazy, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. But look at that. 300 meter shot on turbo. Now, people have asked, I've seen on forums and that, this is high, and you're looking at pushing up to 300 meters. It's doing an outstanding job. That tree at, 92 easily. But I would say, let's get this in the middle up here. That hillside up there is 250 plus, and at the top of the hill is upwards of 300. And just on high, it's doing it. Double click. Quite simply, but look at that. Like I said, go back to high. Make sure I was high. But high is a very, very usable light if people are wondering, because it's a big difference between high and turbo. And we're going to move over a little farther to this hillside there, that tree. There's turbo. Is this thing cool or what? That is a beam. What I want to do is go down the road and shine it back at the house just to give you an idea. Let's do one more comparison with that Fat Max. There's the Fat Max on turbo, and there's the L17. My Acebeam turbo. Cool or what? Alright, let's go down the road. Check that out. A lot of lightning. It's coming. And here we are by the house. We're looking at the house probably about 40, 50 meters back. And there's turbo on this thing. Shining down. Look at that. That row of pines, wall of pines, lights them things right up on turbo. That is so impressive. And we're going to step back into high mode for anybody that's interested. Just high alone, real long battery life, shooting out to that wall, very usable. So there's no questions about is high a usable light. Low, medium's even very usable. High, turbo. This is a thrower, okay? You don't have to worry about that. You can use it close range. Just on low alone, does work quite well. I've used it at my foundry more than once on low, and it does a good job. So what I'm going to do now is drive or go down the road and shine back at the house. The storm is coming, so we got to hurry up. And there we are for the shining. I love that. Light where you want it. Acebeam. L17. Light isn't for everybody, but as far as I'm concerned, usefulness, it's a useful flashlight. Just on low, I use it at work. You can inspect a lot of stuff. You're putting a beam at a fairly direct spot, but that's good and bad. I think it's more good than bad. Pretty awesome flashlight by Acebeam. Incredible thrower for the size. Check that link out down below for this flashlight if you're interested in. So there you go. The Acebeam L17. A wicked thrower out of a small form factor flashlight. Hard to beat. There you go. Till next time.